Forget everything you thought you knew because Tinseltown is resculpting its legends right before your eyes. You're scrolling the red carpet when a face flashes that makes your brain short-circuit, leaving you wondering if that's even the star you once loved. We're diving into Hollywood's shadows, where the pressure to be perfect forces icons to shatter their identities in a gamble against time. This isn't just aging. It's a high-stakes collision of fame and reinvention that has left audiences in shock. Stick around, because our final reveal is a transformation so controversial it's still melting the internet. Drop a 1 if you're ready to witness the extreme length stars go to stay relevant. Smash that like button and subscribe. Don't miss the secrets the industry tried to hide. Mickey Rourke, the 1980s icon, possessed a burning intensity and raw masculinity that captivated millions. He had it all: fame, immense talent, and an alpha magnetism that made him a silver screen legend. But when he walked away from acting in the early 90 seconds to pursue professional boxing, everything changed. The ring didn't just claim his victories, it stole his face. Brutal punches left him with shattered bones, deep scars, and permanent damage that altered his trajectory forever. What makes his story especially striking is Mickey Rourke's raw honesty. He has openly acknowledged misplaced trust and decisions made in vulnerable moments, framing them as chapters in a larger personal reckoning. Yet beneath that reflection lies a quieter reality. The struggle to outpace time sacrificed the very presence that once set him apart. Today, he is remembered for the intensity of the wrestler, and as a living lesson in balance, a reminder that chasing permanence through force can dim what acceptance might have preserved, and that true grace carries a power no medical procedure can ever replace. Initially, surgery was a medical necessity to repair the destruction left by the boxing ring. But what began as reconstruction quickly spiraled into a disastrous series of aesthetic missteps. Procedures like hair transplants, multiple rhinoplasties, and silicone implants piled up, leading to catastrophic results that replaced his youthful charm with a stiff, mask-like face. This appearance felt worlds apart from the leading man audiences once adored. Despite later efforts by top surgeons to fix the damage, improvements remained minimal, leaving Mickey looking significantly older than his age with his once piercing gaze buried beneath an almost unrecognizable exterior. Bruce Jenner, once the ultimate symbol of masculine strength with an Olympic gold medal and the title of American hero, underwent a polarizing journey by transitioning into Caitlyn Jenner. Years before her public debut in 2015, Bruce underwent numerous cosmetic procedures from rhinoplasty and facelifts to fillers and Botox in a quiet attempt to sculpt a more feminine appearance. These shifts were more than surface-level adjustments. They were the outward symptoms of a decades-long internal war to align a famous body with a hidden truth. Jenner's journey, though controversial, stands as a raw testament to the courage required to face oneself in a world defined by judgment. Still, Caitlyn Jenner's path wasn't always met with open arms. While many hailed her as an icon of freedom and courage, critics argued she went too far, chasing artificial beauty standards to define her new identity. Her extensive surgeries from jaw contouring to breast augmentation turned her into a lightning rod for both admiration and intense controversy. Yet, through the storm, Caitlyn remained unwavering. She proved that human worth doesn't stem from a perfect exterior, but from the raw strength to live authentically. Her story serves as a profound lesson in self-acceptance, the power to love yourself even when the world is watching with a judgmental eye. Caitlyn Jenner's transformation, unveiled on the 2015 cover of Vanity Fair, sent shockwaves across the globe. With softened features, fuller lips, and radiant skin, she effectively erased the image of the man who dominated the track in the 1970s. Yet, behind that glamorous reveal lay years of physical and mental agony, marked by complex surgeries and relentless public scrutiny. Jenner shared that every procedure was more than just a cosmetic change. It was a desperate bid to liberate a self that had been suppressed for decades. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that plastic surgery is sometimes far more than a quest for beauty. it is a grueling journey to reclaim one's own identity. Forget the moonwalk, because Michael Jackson wasn't just an icon, he was a cultural explosion that rewrote the laws of music. While the world was obsessed with Thriller, an unsettling reality was unfolding in the shadows. Behind the thunderous applause, Michael was trapped in a fierce war between his public image and his true identity. This journey exposes how superstardom amplifies genius while deepening the private pain behind the mask. It's a chilling reminder that even the brightest legends navigate dark corners the crowd never sees. This is the story of a man who conquered the planet but struggled with his own reflection in the mirror. His creative genius remained immortal, yet his face gradually became a haunting map of a life crushed by impossible expectations. Over time, his features evolved into a chilling symbol, a story written in the ink of inner conflict and the demands of a brutal spotlight. By 2009, Michael Jackson was cemented not just as the king of pop, but as a staggering warning of the hidden price of superstardom. While his music stands untouched, his personal journey echoes as a radical lesson. When the pursuit of perfection becomes a relentless obsession, even the most radiant legacy can develop deep, invisible fractures beneath the surface. In the early 1980s, Michael possessed a gentle charisma and wide-eyed purity that the entire world absolutely adored. But slowly, that familiar face became a source of haunting tension, a reflection echoing deep uncertainty rather than simple evolution. What began as a medical fix for a brutal onstage injury was framed as a practical move, yet it secretly unlocked a far more complex, psychological journey. Over time, obsessive refinements reshaped his features layer by layer, shattering the natural harmony that once felt so effortless. Those features that naturally radiated emotion grew increasingly delicate until the image in the mirror no longer matched the memory the world gripped onto. Pete Burns, the legendary lead singer of the iconic band Dead or Alive, was renowned for his striking androgynous style, powerful vocals, and an explosive stage presence that captivated audiences. In the 1980s, he cemented his status as a pop legend with the hit "You Spin Me Round Like a Record," but over the years, his face became just as infamous as his music for entirely different reasons. It all began with a routine rhinoplasty intended to repair a facial injury, but that single surgery opened the door to a relentless, lifelong obsession with radically reshaping his entire physical appearance through constant medical intervention. Burns underwent over 300 procedures, including cheek implants, facelifts, multiple rhinoplasties, and excessive lip fillers, pushing his body to dangerous limits. His nose became so narrow and fragile from repeated surgeries that it appeared almost brittle, while cheek implants created angular features unrecognizable from his original look. However, it was his lips that nearly destroyed him. Following numerous injections, he suffered severe complications, including constant swelling, unbearable pain, and infections so dire they required emergency surgery to prevent permanent damage. Pete never hid his surgeries. On the contrary, he spoke of them with pride, calling himself a living work of art and an ever-evolving sculpture. Yet, as the procedures piled up, his reflection became increasingly unrecognizable, trapped somewhere between creativity and collapse. When Burns passed away in 2016 at the age of 57, he left behind a fractured legacy. On one hand, a queer pioneer in pop culture who fearlessly challenged gender and aesthetic norms. On the other, one of the most extreme cautionary tales of plastic surgery in entertainment history. Pete Burns' story isn't just about reinvention, it's about the cost of pushing transformation beyond the boundaries of identity. Justin Jedlicka dreamed of a perfection that was not naturally bestowed, but could only be meticulously crafted through surgery. As a young boy, He was captivated by television programs featuring glamorous stars with enhanced beauty and luxurious lifestyles. To Justin, the path to success did not lie in traditional effort but led straight through the operating room. Just 4 days after his 18th birthday, he underwent his first rhinoplasty. That procedure was only the beginning of a lifelong obsession with total transformation. By 2012, Justin had undergone over 190 procedures including chest, shoulder, and arm implants, cheek fillers, brow lifts, liposuction, and multiple rhinoplasties, with costs eventually exceeding $600,000. While the media dubbed him the human Ken doll and joked that he was 99% plastic, Justin never viewed his transformation as a punchline. Unlike celebrities who deny having work done, he proudly showcases his evolution to the world. He asserts that plastic surgery is a form of art, a living sculpture, and that his body is the ultimate canvas for his creative expression. He once lived in Trump Tower and was married to a wealthy businessman before moving to Australia, where he openly embraces his modified physique and a polyamorous lifestyle. He even appeared on Botched, defending his choices with a conviction others reserve for religion. To some, Justin is an icon of self-expression. To others, he is a warning about the extremes of vanity. His story poses a haunting question. How far would you go to stop looking like yourself? Justin didn't just want to improve, he wanted to be someone entirely different, becoming a legend of the artificial. Is inner beauty enough? Comment 2 if you believe in surgery, or 0 if natural is best. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Simon Cowell doesn't need to raise his voice to strike fear into others. A single raised eyebrow, a sarcastic smirk, or a deadly silence is enough to crush the dreams of any contestant on American Idol, The X Factor, or Got Talent. Yet, in his effort to preserve that famous face, he nearly lost it entirely. The decline didn't happen overnight. It was gradual, subtle, and relentless. It began harmlessly enough. A bit of Botox, a little filler. Cowell himself later admitted, "I used Botox like people use toothpaste." But what started as simple maintenance spiraled into an obsession that eventually spun out of control. By the early 2020s, the results were impossible to hide. When he appeared in a 2023 video celebrating One Direction's anniversary, fans were stunned. His face was frozen, his cheeks resembled carved marble, and his skin was puffed tight without a single wrinkle, leaving his lips almost immobile. Social media erupted with brutal comments. "Who is this? And he looks like a wax statue of Simon Cowell." However, the harshest judgment came from within his own home. His young son, Eric, confessed that he was actually frightened by his father's appearance. That was Cowell's breaking point. The man who had spent a lifetime judging others was finally forced to face himself, with the mirror serving as his only jury. Since then, Cowell has undergone a profound transformation by stopping fillers, ditching Botox, and shifting toward a healthier lifestyle focused on natural skincare, a balanced diet, proper hydration, and a more sustainable way of living. He even confessed that he saw a picture of himself and didn't recognize who it was, realizing that it simply wasn't him anymore. While the damage was done, at least symbolically, Simon Cowell's story is about more than just plastic surgery. It is a cautionary tale about ego, fame, and the monsters we create when we try to freeze time with a needle. The physical evolution of President Joe Biden serves as a prime example of how subtle aesthetic enhancements can bolster a long-lasting image in the political arena, where appearance remains a critical factor. Biden began facing significant hair loss as early as his 30s, eventually opting for modern hair transplants to restore a natural-looking hairline and regain his confidence. Over the following decades, he continued with multiple hair restoration procedures, which, according to leading expert Dr. William Rassman, demonstrated a consistent commitment to utilizing advanced cosmetic technology. Beyond hair, Biden's smile underwent a significant transformation through comprehensive cosmetic dentistry. turning once uneven teeth into the bright, symmetrical grin that has become a hallmark of his personal brand. Renowned dentists suggest these adjustments were vital in shaping his professional and approachable appearance. Upon entering his 60 seconds and 70 seconds, Biden reportedly underwent subtle facial procedures, including eyelid surgery, to maintain a refreshed and energetic look. Despite these visible changes over time, his aesthetic enhancements have largely avoided intense political criticism, blending seamlessly into his evolving public persona. Jon Reznick, the sonic powerhouse behind the Goo Goo Dolls, isn't just a hitmaker, he's a living cultural enigma. While his haunting lyrics and platinum melodies defined an entire era of rock, a new, louder conversation has begun to trail his every move. Beyond the soulful rasps and stadium lights, Reznick's evolving aesthetic has ignited a firestorm of public fascination, turning his physical transformation into a gripping, high-stakes mystery of rock stardom. What sets Jon apart is not just his musical talent, but his natural and authentic personality. He has shared many times that, despite any changes in his appearance, the most important thing to him is the honesty and freedom of expressing himself through song. His fans consistently value his raw sincerity, admiring not only his music but also his down-to-earth lifestyle and his refusal to be swayed by public criticism. While Jon Reznick has not openly discussed cosmetic procedures, his appearance has notably evolved as he transitioned into middle age. The most apparent changes are seen in his skin, reflecting the natural signs of aging typical of decades spent in the spotlight. In an industry fixated on perpetual youth, these shifts are a common reality. Yet, Reznick appears less concerned with chasing a flawless exterior, choosing instead to prioritize his musical output and creative vision. By focusing on his art over aesthetics, he reinforces that his enduring legacy is built on his songwriting rather than a static image. Despite the physical changes that have come with time, Jon Reznick has never allowed outward appearance to distract from his musical mission. He remains a formidable influence in the alternative and pop rock landscapes, viewing his evolving image simply as a natural byproduct of a long, maturing career. Iconic hits like Iris and Slide endure as unforgettable ballads, ensuring that Reznick continues to shine in the hearts of his fans through his sheer talent and unwavering dedication to his craft. Country music legend Kenny Rogers was famous not only for his warm voice and timeless ballads, but also for being one of the few male stars to speak candidly about his plastic surgery journey, a topic often avoided, especially by men in entertainment. It began in the early 1990s as Rogers entered his 50 seconds. Noticing his eyelids beginning to sag, affecting his stage presence, he chose cosmetic intervention to maintain his image rather than letting time dim it. In a 2006 interview, he frankly admitted, "I've had a lot of plastic surgery. I've done my eyelids and I've had a facelift. It's great." Such honesty was rare, catching the attention of both artists and fans alike. However, Rogers' cosmetic journey wasn't always satisfying. In the late 2000s, he underwent additional procedures to maintain his youthful look, but this time, the results left him disappointed. In a 2012 interview, he admitted with a mix of humor and bitterness, "I look like I'm in a permanent state of shock." Those candid words didn't just showcase the courage of a man facing his changing appearance. They opened a broader conversation about the pressures of aging and beauty in the entertainment industry, especially for men. In his memoir, Rogers looked back on everything with an admirable sense of peace. He didn't resent his past decisions, but instead advised that cosmetic procedures don't always yield the desired results. To him, the most important thing was learning to accept oneself, being forgiving of past choices, and continuing to live life to the fullest. Through this openness, Kenny Rogers left behind not only a massive musical legacy, but also helped reshape how society views appearance and masculinity in the modern world. Patrick Dempsey, famously known as McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy, is one of the rare Hollywood stars who has maintained his appeal over decades. Yet he hasn't escaped the whispers of plastic surgery rumors. At 59, his unexpectedly youthful appearance, characterized by smooth skin, a firm face, and a sharp jawline, has led many to wonder if he turned to surgery to preserve the romantic leading man image that captivated audiences. While Dempsey has never publicly confirmed undergoing procedures like Botox, fillers, or a facelift, aesthetic experts speculate that he may have utilized non-invasive treatments to maintain his youthful look, combined with a healthy lifestyle and a rigorous skincare routine. Dempsey's journey is about more than just looks. It's about balancing Hollywood pressure with personal identity. Unlike many stars, he seems to favor a subtle approach, avoiding the over-the-top changes that strip a face of its natural character. In interviews, he has often spoken about prioritizing mental and physical health, ranging from consistent workouts to his passion for auto racing as his way of confronting aging. Ultimately, Dempsey's charm stems not just from his appearance but from his confidence and sincerity, ensuring he remains a gallant icon in the eyes of fans, despite any whispers of cosmetic enhancements. However, Patrick Dempsey's story also reflects a harsh reality of the entertainment industry. Even the most beloved men cannot escape the pressure to maintain a perfect appearance. Whether or not he has turned to surgery, he still faces constant scrutiny from the public and the media. Through his journey, Dempsey reminds us that true beauty lies not just in a flawless face, but in how a person lives, dedicates themselves to their craft, and upholds their personal values amidst the world's demanding expectations. In the 1970s, Igor and Grichka Bogdanov emerged on French television as visionary intellectuals who felt far ahead of their time. With a mix of curiosity and charisma, they drew audiences into stories of distant galaxies and cosmic mysteries. Their striking looks and confident presence quickly made them icons, admired for both their ideas and their image. Yet the force that would later change their path didn't come from space. It arrived quietly, much closer to home, reshaping their appearance and how the world would ultimately remember their legacy. While Igor and Grichka often dismissed the buzz, claiming their alien look was due to futuristic technology or personal evolution, the public consensus was far more grounded. Excessive plastic surgery, massive fillers, and unconventional procedures. At high-profile events like the Cannes Film Festival, they became viral sensations before social media even existed. Their images exploded globally, fueling endless memes, mockery, and one haunting question: what happened to them? Yet, the most disturbing part wasn't their radical physical transformation, but their chillingly nonchalant attitude toward it. By the late 1990s, subtle changes began to appear so slight at first that many dismissed them as lighting tricks or the passage of time. Curiosity soon turned to unease as familiar features kept shifting. Contours grew sharper, proportions strayed from expectation, and each appearance intensified the sense that something unusual was happening. The transformation felt sudden and surreal, blurring the line between identity and reinvention. Before long, fascination and speculation merged, and a striking label emerged not as an insult, but as a sign of how far perception can stretch when reality no longer fits the frame. They didn't deny it or apologize. Instead, they seemed to embrace the bizarre, as if their transformation was a radical rebellion against human norms. In 2021, the brothers passed away just days apart due to complications from COVID-19. While their legacy in science and television remains, the world remembers them most for those unbelievable, sculpted faces. Their story isn't just about cosmetic excess, it's a chilling warning about chasing uniqueness at any cost, even if it eventually turns you into a caricature of yourself. Sylvester Stallone was the ultimate icon of masculine power in the 1980s. With his sweat-drenched physique, signature arched brows, and commanding, gravelly voice, Stallone didn't just play tough guys, he was the embodiment of strength itself. Whether it was Rocky Balboa stepping into the ring or John Rambo picking up a weapon, millions worldwide believed in him. But there was one opponent even Stallone couldn't defeat: time. It all began with a medical story. Initially, the changes were subtle, but as the years went by, they became impossible to ignore. His skin, once rugged and full of character, grew unnaturally smooth, almost like a wax statue. His eyebrows seemed to hover above his eyes, defying gravity. His jawline appeared sharper than ever, as if sculpted by a machine, and the fiery intensity in his eyes took on a static, almost frozen quality. Plastic surgeons, analyzing from afar, speculate that Stallone likely underwent multiple facelifts, Botox injections, and skin-tightening treatments, possibly combined with fillers in his cheeks and chin. The question shifted from "what has he done?" to "what is left of him?" Devoted fans remain divided. Some admire his determination to confront time on his own terms, seeing it as an act of control in an industry that rarely shows mercy. Others quietly mourn the disappearance of a face that once told entire stories without a single line of dialogue. Yet, the most lasting shift isn't written on the surface. It lives in memory. While his physique still signals power and his legacy remains intact, the expressions that once captured grit, struggle, and triumph now feel distant. His journey leaves us with a lingering thought. When icons change, what we are truly confronting is our own relationship with time. In a 1992 interview, Stallone revealed that his signature crooked smile, often mistaken for a rugged charm, was actually the result of nerve damage at birth. To correct it, he underwent his first surgery. While the decision initially seemed practical, Hollywood is unforgiving even to its heroes. The arrival of high-definition cameras, producers obsessed with youth, and an increasingly judgmental public pushed him into a silent but relentless cycle of cosmetic procedures. We often see changing appearances, but does Hollywood push stars to lose peace with themselves? Where is the line between self-improvement and losing oneself? Are they becoming living works of art, or merely fractures in a system that demands impossible perfection? Leave a comment with 2 if you believe transformation is a matter of personal freedom, or 5 if you think natural beauty is the ultimate ideal. The answer, as always, lies in your perspective. Don't forget to like and subscribe to continue exploring the stories hidden behind the glamour.